Hey everybody, this is Chef Glenn Cebulski. I wanted to do a video today and talk a little bit about one of the biggest questions, or rather, it is a big question, one of the most frequent questions I get, whether I'm working with a company that has over 100 locations, or whether I am working for a one-up mom and pop someplace, and everything in between. And that is, what does it take to succeed in the restaurant industry? That's a big question. We can't answer it all, right? Because you'd be here for freaking 4 hours and it's Friday and getting ready for the weekend. So I'm going to put it down into a couple of different things. And then next week, I'm going to continue to do a series on and get a little bit more in depth to help you out there that may need some help in understanding what's going on in your restaurant. But the number one thing for me has always been passion. How much do you love to be in the restaurant industry? Whether you're front of the house, back of the house, whether you're, whatever you're doing in your restaurant, it doesn't really matter. Are you passionate about that particular thing that you're doing? Are you motivating your staff to be passionate about what they're doing? And as a chef, I'm absolutely passionate about my food. I love creating phenomenal food. I love watching people eat it. I love hearing the comments that I get back from them when somebody says, "Oh my God, this is amazing. It reminds me of." Food is there in our great times during our life and our bad times during our life. Food is always present. So that's something that, whether it's good or a bad time, the passion that you put into that food, your guests are going to taste it. They're going to know you care. Using the best ingredients that you possibly can, absolutely important. Absolutely important to the success of your restaurant. And so we're going to talk about passion more next week. I also want to talk a little bit today about the ins and outs, the fundamentals of great restaurant operations. Because if you're not running your restaurant by the numbers and understanding what your food costs are, what your labor costs are, what your cost of goods sold are. All of these different elements of knowing the math that's going into your business is so important. Yeah, you may be making money. And trust me, I'm working with a couple of clients right now that are making money and their restaurants are doing great. What they don't know is how much money they're leaving on the table. And that's not a metaphor for tips or anything else like that. That is just, how much are you leaving on the table? What money is walking out the door that you don't know because you don't know what your food costs are, because your recipes aren't in a book being followed to create the consistency that you want your guests to have every single time they come into your restaurant. That's how great brands are built. That's how great restaurants are built. That's how chefs that are extremely passionate about what they're doing make their restaurants successful. Is not only having that passion for the food that they're cooking and the way they're running their restaurants with the culture, but knowing those numbers. What are your prime costs? Do you know that? If you don't, then we got to talk more. Par sheets. How important are par sheets on a daily basis? I'll tell you what, in my restaurants, the par sheets absolutely give me an inventory on a daily basis. They follow the trends day to day, month to month, year to year, season to season. And they let me know what I'm making, what I'm not making. They set up the next day for prep and labor efficiencies. It's things like this that a lot of restaurants don't do. And a lot of restaurants leave money on the table, literally walking out the door. They may be profitable, but could they be 10% more profitable, 15% more profitable, 20% more profitable? Passion for your restaurant, passion for the culture in your restaurant, passion for the people that you hire to represent you in your restaurant is absolutely critical to your success. Anyway, I just wanted to share a few points. And I'm going to start a series next week on a vendor, someone who makes the most incredible product for our restaurants here locally, and show you what their passion means to them. Glenn Cebulski. You can email me at chef@glenncebulski.com if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. And I hope you have a blessed weekend. and you do about 500 covers tonight, because that would be awesome. All right, I'll talk to you later.